Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminine.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Jackson on first down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Well, when you think of these two teams, two franchises, Baltimore and Oakland, Charles, what comes to mind?
Well, the ghost to the post in the late 1970s. But remember, that was the Baltimore Colts, who are now in Indianapolis. These are the Ravens, who came from Cleveland and formerly were the Browns.
They also have some history, though. The Ravens, between these two teams, won an AFC championship game in 2001. Also beat a Derek Carr-less Raiders 30-17 in Oakland a year ago.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know, when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Now Jackson on 2nd down. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete. Rashawn Melvin that time able to make the play.
Now that's a great play defensively, and one thing we do know, both of the corners are going to face a lot of action in this game. The way that offense likes to fling it around.
The safeties, they better be ready to be engaged as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Green, 36. Green, 36.
On 3rd down, Jackson looking deep for Crabtree. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. He was looking for Crabtree that time. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Being chased out left. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go. 3-19. Watch it now, boy. 3-19. Detroit. Over. Leopard.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He uncorks it for Snead. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Here comes Nelson. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He'll get this one to Switzer. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down. Carr now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard!
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. They'll run it now out of the gun. Muscling free near the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Gun! 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 Gun!
They stay on the ground with Allen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Jackson on third down. He finds Crabtree for the completion. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
319! Here we go! 319! No. Check, Patriot!
Jackson now off the bootleg. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And it's third down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Here's Jackson. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hey, 734.
Carr to throw on second down. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down, the run with Lynch. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. Open man is Switzer, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this.
All right, get set, fellas.
On first down, Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Go, go. Get set, get set. Come here.
On second down, Lynch. And an alley to run. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That'll be a gain of 11, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Giorgio Tavecchio now for the Raider field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Tavecchio puts this one through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. He'll find his rookie tight end. It's Hayden Hurst. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And for Jackson, this may be a free play. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Comes in. This might be a free play. Underneath to Allen. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You said you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? All you have what you needed, go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Green 39, Green
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Hot!
Again, Jackson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Here comes Nelson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Third quarter starts with a run from Lynch. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Well, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Letting one flip, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Carr to try again after the pick six. downfield. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
You got 56 there.
They'll run the Marshawn Lynch. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Take it at the 37. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now it's Jackson. Wide open receiver, complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Jackson forced out to his left. Brought in left side by Snead. Now the ball comes loose. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Here's Jackson to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Michael Crabtree, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Here comes Nelson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
29. 29. 808. 29.
On second down, here's Carr. Conley's got it over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. From the gun now on third down, Carr. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Raiders on the move, a couple of big plays in succession. Carr gives to Richard. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Raiders on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing his Carr on third down. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Oakland. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. 319. 319. Leopard. Leopard.
And again, it's Collins. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Whoa! Let's get it.
The Ravens on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56.
On third down, Jackson. Caught left side to Crabtree. Back now in Baltimore. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A give left side to Collins. Room to run past midfield. The 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens continue to pour it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
She's singing too.
Oh, she's at least
she's on like the 5th tune at
yeah,
this point.
she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Here comes Nelson. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out come the Raiders. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
On first, they go right back to Collins. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down. On first and goal, Collins. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
On second down, here's Jackson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg still there. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Here comes Nelson. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. No gain there as he kept it himself. It's 2nd down. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Tavecchio now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams. Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He's airing it out for Sanu. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Here comes Nelson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Carr got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Carr now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Cooper was the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Carl try it again on second down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Tony Jefferson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the